actually the one segment of the community that we believe is the most affected by the rhetoric, and that's our youth, especially those who are born and raised in this country, and those are who also face bullying at the schools. And so now I want to introduce to you someone who is a young person. Some of you have heard of his efforts to push back against the rhetoric against Muslims, and someone who also can share about his experience specifically as a young person, as a young Muslim today, growing up in this type of environment, and what the Trump rhetoric means to him, and someone who we believe could be the president not too long from now, and that is Yusuf Dayur.
My name is Yusuf Dayur, Yusuf Dayur. Not only have I faced bullying because I am a Muslim, but I have seen firsthand what it is like to be a Muslim in America. Not only has Donald Trump incite bigotry and racism in our community, but he has also shown that his campaign is based off of racism and based off of the fears of other human beings. His campaign is not only racist, but it incites fear to the people who do not really know what Islam stands for and do not really know what the Muslim community believes. Donald Trump not only does he prey on the fear of poor people who do not know what Islam is and do not have any interaction with Muslims, but he crawls on this fear of people who do know Muslims and cause them to be afraid to interact with Muslims. That is all I have to say. Thank you very much.
With that, I will now open for questions, if any of you have any questions.
We'd like to ask the young man,
Yes.
the youngest here, would you mind telling us how some of these bullying incidents have happened, and has it gotten worse since Trump has been running for president?
Well, once there was this kid who, I was just walking down the hall just right after school had ended, and this kid said, "Hey," and I was just walking, and I was like, "Oh, hello," and he said, "Why do your people attack us for no reason?" And that really affected me because I've never been bullied because I was Muslim, and it also felt bad because I didn't know what to do, so I just stood there and I just walked away because I didn't know what to do. So
I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
it's alright. So, I mean, I have faced a couple bullying incidents, but not as straightforward as that one. So when he said that, it just really affected me because I have never done anything wrong to anybody. I mean, I have never done anything to provoke this kid. I was just walking down the hallway. So, I mean, I did tell the principal, and I think he did something about it because I didn't face any more bullying because I was Muslim, but he did affect me a lot. So yeah, and thankfully my school does allow me to pray at school. So I mean, my school is very inclusive, and it is very, very, very liberal towards me praying, so I can go to the office and pray. So I mean, I can pray, and my school is very lenient on that. But it is really sad that people have been confused by this man and have been pointed in the direction that all Muslims are terrorists, which is really, really sad, because terror is not meant for one religion. Terrorism is the act that you inflict terror on someone. So all people are able to commit terror. So the thought that all Muslims are terrorists is absolute is absolute hypocrisy, because everybody has committed terror in one way, shape, or form. Because if you have hurt someone's feelings, then you have inflicted terror. So, I mean, if you say that all Muslims are terrorists, then you are basically a hypocrite. So, especially Donald Trump, he is a main figure of terror in this country because he has caused pain towards lots of people. So if you want to say that all Muslims are terrorists, you must realize what the definition of terrorism is. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, sir. Young man, how old are you?
I'm turning 13 on the